You move countries, you build a life. You got the job, the apartment, maybe even the accent. And yet, you still scan the exit when you walk into a room. You still feel a little tense in crowded spaces, even after years. And if that sounds familiar, most people would tell you the same thing. You are just anxious, you just need time, you will just adjust. But here's the strange part. For a lot of displaced people, that feeling never goes away. And the real reason why has almost nothing to do with anxiety. It has to do with something your nervous system does without asking your permission. When people think about displacement, they imagine the obvious challenges, the flight, the paperwork, the language, but those are the visible costs. The invisible cost, your nervous system loses its reference map. For safety, your body doesn't decide you are safe using logic. It doesn't read your lease agreement and think, okay, we'll live here now, stand down. Your body decides safety through patterns. The sounds outside your window, the way people move on the street, the tone of someone's voice in a store, thousands of tiny signals that your nervous system learned growing up. And displacement does something brutal. It deletes that entire map overnight. But losing the old map isn't actually the biggest problem. The real problem is what your body does next. Your nervous system has a scanner running 24/7. It constantly asks one question: are we safe? A neuroscientist named Dr. Stephen Poyetz called this neuroreception. And think of it like airport security for your body. It's always scanning the environment, people, faces, signal inside your own body. If those signals match what your nervous system recognizes, it relaxes. But when you move countries, these signals change all at once. New sound, new body language, new rules. So your nervous system make a simple decision. On new territory, stay alert. A year is the important part. That decision happens below your awareness. You didn't choose it. Your biology did. But this is where displacement sometimes becomes exhausting. Because your body isn't just scanning for threats, it is spending energy doing it. Energy that was supposed to be used somewhere else. Your nervous system runs on a daily energy budget, and that budget is limited. When your body believes you are safe, that energy goes to things like connection, creativity, digestion, sleep. But when your nervous system reads uncertain environment, that budget gets redirected. Threat scanning, social monitoring, code switching, constantly translating not just language, but context, every room, every conversation. So, if you have ever wondered why displacement can feel so exhausting, even years later, it is not because you are weak. It is because your nervous system is running a full security detail on a civilian budget. That's not survival mode tax. Actually, that's the survival mode tax. And you have been paying it every day. But here is the part most people don't realize. Your nervous system can update the map. It doesn't do it the way people think. If this is clicking for you, if you are sitting there thinking, that is exactly what this feels like, subscribe. Because this channel is all about the science of survival mode, what your nervous system is doing, and how to actually reset it. A friend of mine moved countries when he was 12. Years later, I asked him when he finally started feeling safe. He thought about it for a moment and said, honestly, I still sit where I can see the door. Me too. That's not paranoia. That is a nervous system that never received a clear stand down signal. So, how do you update your nervous system's map? You don't force it to feel safe. You show it evidence slowly through the body. I call this the safety signal stack. 3 signals that help your nervous system recognize safety again. 1. Orienteering. When you walk into a room, your brain automatically scans for threats. Instead, deliberately look for three neutral or safe things. A face, a stable object in the room. You are feeding your nervous system new safety data. 2. Anchored breathing. Not deep breathing, anchored breathing. Place one hand on your chest and one hand on something solid. A wall, a chair, a table. Your nervous system reads physical contact with stable surfaces as safety. You are building the reference map, one point of contact at a time. 3. Macro permission. Say this silently. I am allowed to be here. Not I belong here. Your nervous system may reject that, but allowed is believable, and believable signals are what rewire threats detection. Your nervous system isn't broken. It is doing exactly what it evolved to do. Protect you when the map disappears. Displacements didn't just move your body. It's changed the signals your nervous system used to detect safety. And healing doesn't start by thinking differently. It starts by signaling differently. If you know someone who moved countries and still feels on edge in crowded spaces, send them this video, because what they are feeling isn't weakness. It is a nervous system that never got the message that it is safe now, and that message can be rebuilt, one signal at a time. See you in the next one.